Hello, well I'm back in the Polikarpov I-16 and I've had a bit more practice now, so I can control it a little better than in that first video. So we're just going to have a little fly around now, see, just to try it out really. I quite enjoy flying this. Anyway, let's give it a go. Still a bit twitchy, but so we're going to take off now. Okay, we're going to set the gear, bring the gear up. Need to keep it under 200 knots, 200 kilometers an hour really. I bring the gear up. Winding, winding, winding. It's just a huge spring you're winding back, and it just takes a little while for the gear to go fully up. There we go, gear's up, lock the gear. Keep the res down a little bit so we don't overheat. Yes, it's quite a nippy little plane this. I quite enjoy it. It doesn't go very fast. Probably the maximum is about 350 kilometers an hour. So it wouldn't be able to hold its own much in a fight with a more modern World War II plane like the F-109 or the F-190, FW-190. Or even the Spitfire. However, it's got a nasty bite. The cannons are very effective, so if you can get the surprise on somebody, you can do quite well. Yesterday I took down 3 B17 Bombers with it. It looks pretty strange, but oops, going off course there. We're going to do our usual thing. We're going to head over the mountains and find the airfield to the northeast, which incidentally has got a ton of B-17s heading for it. So yeah, it's a nice relaxing plane to fly. There's no trim, so you got to keep on the controls all the time. There's nothing really to help you. I mean, this plane was essentially designed in the early 1930s, so not much in the way of pilot assists. Rev down a bit more, don't want to overheat. You can hear the droning of the bombers. Yeah, so they did well with the model. This is not a DCS model. This is a third-party developer, Octopus, that designed this and released this for DCS. And you know, for a third-party design, it's pretty good. No, to be fair, a lot of the third-party designs are good. I suppose they can just concentrate on one aeroplane rather than having to look after the game itself and develop aeroplanes like DCS. So there's lots of wires and pulleys, all kinds of weird stuff in here. It's like typical Russian design, really. Very Heath Robinson. As they fly over the hills. Get some power on. We do a see if we can do a roll. Pick up some speed. As we come down the hill. And we're heading for the runway, which is over there somewhere. As we clear these trees, we'll start to think about reducing some speed. And as we get towards 250 kilometers an hour, we'll start to lower the landing gear, which as you saw when we raised the landing gear, is not a quick process. You've got to wind out the gear. There's a spring in there. You can just about see the spring there. That spring has to wind all the way along its retention bracket to release the gear. And in the real aeroplane, the faster you are going, the more drag the undercarriage have, so the harder it was to wind it in. Okay, where are we? Okay, the runway's just behind there, so we're going to start to come down the speed a little bit. You might start hearing the flak cannons going off in a while as the bombers approach the runway. Hopefully we can get landed and parked up before they arrive. Okay. There's the runway there. Another beautiful day in DCS today. Nice clear skies. Okay. Let's bring speed down a bit more, and we'll start to get the undercarriage out. You can hear the flak going off in the background. Now you can see the spring winding up. Okay, so that's the undercarriage fully down. We'll lock it. I'm just going to put some more power on. And you see a flat gun going off there. Planes are obviously on them. Oh, there they are up there. See if we can get down before they arrive and get blown up. Okay, so we're going to put some flaps down now. That's going to give us quite a lot of lift. As you can see, I'm going to push down the stick so I can see where the runway is. Trying to keep the speed around about 200 kilometers an hour. I keep saying knots. This is a Russian plane, they were already metric by then. Normally you probably do a sharp turn onto the runway and not be pointing nose down like I am to find it. Right, okay. Just going to settle it into the runway. Okay. Probably a little bit. We're just putting some little bit of brake on. Oh, we're going to get hit by the bombs. Oh. There we go. We weren't quick enough. So I did manage to land it, but we ended up getting blown up by the bombs. Oh well. Okay. I think my pilot is now unconscious. Well, there you go. That is a short flight in the I-16, and until the next time, bye.